This morning on the Laura Kuenssberg show, she spoke to Evgenia kara-murza, whose husband is also in a prison controlled by Putin, or by the dead Putin, or by the Kremlin, or whatever you want to term the Putin regime. She said that Putin believes he is untouchable and that he uses political assassination as one of his chief methods of controlling the population. The population is in terror. Of course, it's in terror. I know from my own experience that people are afraid to go out. They're afraid to go out, and certainly they're afraid to put flowers on a monument to signify their support or their concerns about the death of Alexei Navalny. Those people who have put flowers there, they really are risking their future freedom. Laws are being drafted, laws are being brought in that are going to prosecute anybody who is seen to be supporting what the Kremlin deems extremist organizations. And Navalny's is decried as an extremist organization. It so absolutely is not. Navalny was extraordinary, particularly because in the face of the criticisms that he levelled against Mr. Putin and his regime, he was also so demonstrably a patriot. So he couldn't be tarred with the smear that he was unpatriotic, that he was not supporting Russia. He did support Russia. And what is interesting is about those people, particularly the Russian trolls who've infiltrated my YouTube channel, is they talk so adroitly and so confidently of Russophobia. There is no Russophobia here. There is no fear of Russia. There's no hatred of Russia. But there is a condemnation, an unequivocal condemnation and ridicule of Mr. Putin, Vladimir Vladimirovich, the dead inhabitant of a freezer snuggling up to sweet peas, frozen peas, sneedly HP peas, however you want to term it. Mr. Putin, Vladimir Vladimirovich, has abandoned humanity, whether that's in an actual physical death or whether that's in some sort of artificial metaphorical death, having traded his soul to Mephistopheles in some sort of encounter and some sort of payoff, which will see him invading the final circle of hell, snuggling up to Lucifer. It doesn't make any difference. Putin has abandoned humanity, and I think abandoned humanity some time ago. But now it is evident, now it is clear. So whether he's in a freezer, or whether he's in the Kremlin, or whether he's in Rubliovka, or whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He is dead to reality.
I was horrified, but not surprised, because the use of political assassination as a method of dealing with opponents has been there for, for the entire rule of Vladimir Putin. He's been using this method since early 2000s. This was a murder for which Vladimir Putin is responsible. All that impunity that lasted for decades led him to believe that he's somehow untouchable. And for as long as he's sitting in the Kremlin unchecked, we will see more warmongering, we will see more repression, and we will see more deaths.
You told us in June you feared for your husband's life. Has what's happened in the last couple of days increased that sense of foreboding?
I have been afraid for my husband's life since at least 2015. Since that first call that I received about Vladimir collapsing in Moscow and going into coma with a multiple organ failure. For no reason at all. An absolutely healthy healthy man with no medical conditions whatsoever, just collapsing and going into a coma with a multiple organ failure. I've been sleeping with my phone since, dreading yet another call of that sort. I believe that my husband's life is in danger, as are lives of many other political prisoners in Russian prisons, because these people are kept behind bars, very often with serious medical conditions, with no proper medical treatment, and they're kept in such conditions in order to make their state of health deteriorate.